Hello, my name is Gaurav Kumar and I am going to share a new topic name is number systems. Is there any possibilities of finding the 2s, 3s and 5s factorial in n factorial just like in 100 factorial, 50 factorial? How can I find the 2s, 3s and 5s in this factorial? So the question arises that why I find this type of number in factorial? Because the prime factorization of n factorial count number of trailing zeros are there, and these questions are also asked in GATE and PSU examinations. So these are the very important topics. How can I solve this problem? With the help of prime number, we divide the power of p in n factorial. Just like if the 100 factorial is given, so 100 by we can we have to find 2s in 100 factorial. So n is equal to 100 factorial and divided by 2. N is equal to 100 550 factorial divided by 2 square is equal to 4. So these like we keep dividing until the value becomes 0. So come to the next point. If you say the examples, how can I solve with the help of the example? So the question asks that number of 2s in 50 factorial. How many number of 2s in 50 factorial? So we are already told you just 50 by 2 is 25, 25 by 2 is equal to 12 and 12 by 2 is equal to 6. Similarly 3 by 2 is equal to 1. So we keep dividing until getting the 1. So now add all the numbers in the resultant value. 25 plus 12 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1 is equal to 47. So number of 2's present in 50 factorial is 47. Now come to the second question. How can I find the 3s in 50 factorial? So we similarly we keep dividing 50 by 3 is equal to 16 until the getting 1, and 5 by 3 is equal to 1. So number of 3s in 22 50 factorial is 16 plus 5 plus 1 is equal to 22. Okay, so in the next question, number of 5s in 50 factorial. So you can solve with your own, just like the 50 by 5 is equal to 10 and 10 by 5 is equal to 2 and 2 by 5 is equal to 1. So 10 plus 2 plus 1 is 13 is the answer. No, this is the wrong answer. 12 is not. This is the 13 is the answer of the questions. So and we solve three questions, 2 and 2s, 3s and 5s. So calculation is that result of all the factor 25 plus 12 plus 3, 6 plus 3 plus 1 is equal to 47. Similarly in 3, similarly in 5. So in this, if we keep dividing, the 13 is the answer, not the 13. So the powerful point is that to find the power of any prime in n factor, we keep dividing n by that prime until the quotient becomes 0, and then add all the quotient. So add all the quotients, just like 25 plus 12 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1, and all the quotient value, adding all the quotient value is equal to 47. If the question arises that if not given a number like 2s, 3s and 4s, if we keep the composite number is given, just like the 6, 15 and 21 are there. So first break it into a prime factor. Like 6, if the 6 number is given, if the 15 are given, if the 21 are given, then 6 is the prime factor is 2 into 3 is 6, and the 15 is prime factor is 3 into 5 is 15, and 21 is the prime factor is 3 into 7 is the prime factor of 21. So similar process is that the power of p in n factorial is n by p, n by p squared. The rule is that when a composite number is involved, the smallest power among its prime factor decides the final answer. How the smallest power factor decides the prime? Why the question arises is that why the smallest number decides the final answer? Because in this, if you take the formula, 2 to the power a is a to, just like x to the power a plus x to the power b is equal to x into y to the power of minimum of ab. So these are the formula responsible for this. So we can see in the next slide how can we get composite factorial. How can composite number factorial in n factorial method? So example number 1, power of s in 25 factorial. So in 6, so we can further convert into the prime factor 2 into 3. So power of prime in 25 factorial is power of 2 in 25 factorial is 22. Just like that, keep divided 22 by 2. 2 divided by 12 quotient is 11, and 2 divided 11 by divided 11 2 is 10. So 11 plus 10 plus 21 plus 1 is 22. Similarly, for the power of 3 in 25 factorial is 10. Take minimum of 22 and 10. The minimum of 22 and 10 is equal to 10. So power of 6 in 25 factorial is 6 to the power 10. So we can write like that, 6 to the power 10 in the power of 6 in 25 factorial. Similarly, how can I find the power of 15 in 100 factorial? We are know that power of 3 in 100 factorial is 48 and power of 5 in 100 factorial is 24. How can I say that power of 100 factorial for 3 factorial 48 and power of 5 factorial in 24? You can see in this previous slide. One second. Just like the 2s in 50 factorial, just keep dividing like that. 50 divided by 2 25, 25 divided by 2 12 is the constant, 12 divided by 2 6 is the constant, and after all adding this we getting 47. Similarly, for if the 100 factorial is there, so 100 divided by 2, 50 divided by 2, then 25 divided by 2. So keep like this and adding all these quotients gives me a answer. So one second. So uh, so I already say that power of 3 in 100 factorial is 48 and power of 5 in 100 factorial is 24. So minimum of 48 and 24 is 24. So 48 is the bigger number as compared to 24. So power of 15 in 100 factorial is 15 to the power 24. 24 is the minimum number. So if I give you the powerful line, break the composite number into primes, calculate power separately, and the smallest number is the answer of these questions. If two numbers are given, just like the highest power of 12 and 18 in 25 factorials, 25 factorial. So firstly, we convert the 12 and 18 in the prime factor. 12 is 2 square into 3 is the prime factor of 12, and 2 into 3 square is the prime factor of 18. So prime power in 25 factorial. So power of 2 in 25 factorial is 22, and power of 3 in 25 factorial is 10. So 12 is equal to 2 square into 3. So power of 12 is minimum of 22 divided by 2 and 10 divided by 1. Why 22 divided by 2? Because the power of 2 in 25 factorial is 22, and if the power is given, if I convert into the prime factor and power is given, just like 2 to the power 2 into 3, so power is divided. It's like 22 is a power and 2 to the power 2 is a power. So 22 divided by 2 and 10 divided by 1, because 3 to the power 1 is the power. So 10 divided by 1. So 22 divided by 2 is 11, and 11 and 10. So minimum of 11 and 10 is 10. So highest power of 12 in 25 factorial is 12 to the power 10. I again said you about the highest power of 12. Firstly, convert the 12 and 18 into the prime factor and see the power in prime factor. 2 to the power 2 into 3 in the 12, and 2 into 3 square in the 18. And and question asked in 25 factorial. So 25 factorial, the power of 2s present in 25 factorial is 22, and power of 3s is present in 25 factorial is 10. So 2 to the power 2 into 3, so 22 is the power of 25 factorial of 2s present in 25 factorial, and 10 divided by 1. So minimum of 11 and 10 is 10. So 12 to the power 10.